Hey everyone, I'm Deanna Corby with Deanna Corby Dressage. I'm a dressage trainer, instructor, competition judge, and USDF bronze medalist. Thanks so much for joining me today, and if you're new here, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's an equestrian-based YouTube channel where I release new content every Tuesday and Thursday, all about horse training tips, rider position tips, and product reviews. Today's video is going to be on my favorite training tool. This is probably my favorite piece of equipment. I value this piece of equipment a whole lot. And if you're wondering, and you haven't guessed already, it is this rope halter. I love this rope halter in doing groundwork with my horse. I like it because of the pressure points and because it's very thin. Rather than your standard nylon halter. This rope halter can be very assertive. You can use it in an assertive way, or of course you can not use it at all and it does nothing to your horse. Your horse can just sleep, like my horse is. But when you're doing groundwork, the last thing you want to do is be fighting against your equipment like a thick nylon or cotton halter. It's not going to give your horse the instruction that he might need, and you're going to be doing a whole lot more, exhausting more of your own effort and getting less understanding from your horse using something other than a rope halter. The other halters are just too thick, and it's kind of like if you need to tell your horse what to do, it's kind of like leaning into him to push him sideways or to ask the horse to bend or whatever, rather than if you just were to prick him with something smaller, and your horse will understand that better. If you think about a horse being out in the pasture, you know, together, they bite each other, they kick each other. Those are sharp kind of pieces of instruction, and the rope halter is just a little bit sharper. It's not necessarily a mean piece of equipment. I guess any piece of equipment could be mean depending on the way that you use it, but I just find that it's more effective. And what we need to do with horses is to try to be as effective as possible while doing as little as possible. That is true with groundwork and riding. So something important about this halter is to know how to tie it correctly. I've seen a lot of pictures on the internet of people with their horses in this rope halter, and the knot is not in the correct place. And when that happens, the knot could become really, really tight. The halter could become too loose, and the pressure points wouldn't be in the right place on the horse. So I'm going to go through that now on how to tie this rope halter. So the first thing you would do is put your horse's nose in this hole, just like a normal halter. And then you would bring the long strap over the horse's poll. And then what you're going to do is put the strap through this small hole that's already designed and built into this halter. Then you need to make a knot in between the top of this loop and this knot right here. You need to make your own simple knot in this space. So the way we are supposed to do it is go around the back and then come through the front. And now you have your knot. And this halter has a lot of excess, so what I usually do is just tuck it behind there so it's not flopping around. So that's how you properly tie this halter so that it doesn't become too tight or too loose. Now, normally I don't like to say, you know, you have to have this piece of equipment to train your horse. You have to have this brush and this, you know, saddle pad and whatever. I have my favorite things, But honestly, if you're going to do groundwork with your horse, you have to have this halter. It's probably the only thing I am pretty adamant about that you kind of have to have. So highly recommend this halter. This is by Clinton Anderson. And you can buy it through his website. We are not affiliated in any way, but I do really highly recommend this halter with the 4 knots on the front for the pressure points, and I like it because it's stiff and it's not floppy like the other more generic rope halters. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're tying your knots correctly. And stay tuned because we'll be coming out with new content next week, every Tuesday and Thursday. Horse training tips, rider position tips, and product reviews. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye!